Good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Black Forest coming to you with another market analysis video. We're going to be looking at the Aussie USD. Okay, but before we get to start to break down this currency pair, we have to say that this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, but we all know why you guys are here. You're here because you want to improve your ability as a trader, do good, credible Forex content, and also you want to put a little extra money in your pocket. So let's go ahead and break down this currency pair to see what we can do about that, okay? So before we get to talking about what's physically going on in the chart, Black Forex likes to explain the fundamentals before we get into the technical analysis, okay? So AUD, let's discuss that. AUD has been one of our stronger currencies from throughout this trading week. In the previous trading weeks, we did have some poor news came out the latter part of the last trading week, but we also had some very good AUD news come out during this trading week, okay? So, as we said in previous videos about the USD still has the dark cloud of inflation hanging over it, but that dark cloud of inflation may be combated due to the increased interest rate. I'll be making a video tomorrow explaining how increasing the interest rate should combat the inflation and the pros and cons of what may happen or may not happen with that. Okay, so we're going to have to see how that economic policy is going to play out in favor of the AU of the American of the US dollar. Okay, now that we got the fundamentals out the way, let's discuss the technical analysis. So as you can see, we've been going up over the last weeks. We're going up. Did have some very aggressive retracement down. That's just due to the fact that the last time we got that high in this area here, we did go down very much, very significantly. Okay, but this is good because we didn't drop all the way down. We kind of stopped right about here, and now we're continuing to go back up again. And we went back up just as smooth, actually a lot much smoother because this actually took some less candles to go up than the more candles it did to go down. So that's also a good sign, right? Now, we have to pay attention to this area here. Now, even though AUD is still one of our stronger currencies, and the strength is in favor of the AUD and weaknesses in on the USD, you just don't want to blindly press a buy position because we're at a point right here. Last time our price dropped immediately. Okay, let's see. Like I said, we're at an area here, price dropped immediately. Last time price was in this area, it dropped immediately. So we're going to see some significant drop at some point, either going into the Asia session, the London session, or the beginning of the New York session tomorrow. Going into next week, we're going to have a drop. Now, the way we know we'll see if this is going to continue in an uptrend depends on how aggressive that drop is. If we start to drop the price or we start to kind of get shaky around this area here or stall out around right here, then we're pretty much going to be still good for our long position. We just have to wait for the retracement to get done. Now, if we aggressively start to drop to this area right here, then start to have a pathetic push up, then we can safely say we're in a position for price turnover. Okay, in which we're going to start going down towards the favoring the short position than the long position. Okay, but as long as the fundamentals still to stay the same, for the most part, we're going to have some retracement. We may drop as far as this area here, or may drop as far as this area here before we continue to go back up. Okay. Now, like I said in previous videos, you just don't solely trade off the technical analysis. You just don't solely trade off of fundamentals. Okay. You bring the two together, come to an understanding. Now, if you do not want to wait for the fundamental long position to come back into play, you wait until the green candles start to lose much pressure and start to become very like, let's see, get these started what they call dragonflies and upside down hammers and all that good stuff. If you want to see the green candle start to become more and more minute and the red candle start to become much bigger, you can make the money off the retracement, but you have to understand how far you're going to go retrace to before it snaps back into the fundamental trend. Now, personally, I don't like to really trade like that because I never know when it's going to snap back into the fundamental trend. I'll just rather wait until the fundamentals kick back in, because you get more momentum going towards the fundamentals than going against it. Okay. All right. Now, hope that information was helpful for you guys. Happy trading. We will be posting videos tomorrow discussing the economic factors that's going on with the increased interest rate, how that's going to affect the economy. We're also going to be talking about the Russian oil sanctions in a lot more in-depth detail, just so people can have an understand what's going on. And we're also going to be discussing what's driving up the gold prices too. Okay, so watch out for those videos. Hope this information is helpful for you guys. Happy trading.